there's already a video on it. First pin video. Y'all go to the first pin video. It's a full setup. Not only a tour, but it's a full breakdown.
My shit is built. It's built solid.
Oh. Yeah, I've been busy. I haven't been live streaming lately. Oh. How do I reach chat? I got a quad monitor up top. That's how I'm able to use OBS, TikTok Studio, TikTok Studio and OBS and my Spotify and Discord too. Damn, he took off, bro. Like, what was that? Excuse me. Appreciate you helping me with the chat, Cups.
That's AI, friend.
Oh, word? AI getting crazy.
AI, shit.
I don't know why he took off like that, like he was gonna catch up to that dude way down there. My fault. I came in. Oh, that was you? I came in too hot.
No, dude. Yo, what up, Levy?
I was gonna say, yo, Sour, put me back in the game. I needed a nice little bump. Overstir that shit, you heard? I didn't know that was you.
Yeah,
We got a couple good runs in there. Those times when I... Oh, hold on.
Let's try to run it again.
Don't ask. Let's just run it in.
Shit, boys, in the red zone.
No, I was talking to chat, that's all. That's why I said don't ask. Just run it again.
Ah, I tell the boys,
See? You see how you said that? I said it goes like you drifting at that moment, trying to take that corner and talking to chat at the same time. Yeah, that's what I was just doing. Yes, sir.
Yo, where y'all at?
We're coming back to business. That was you in that yellow car?
The Corvette.
Oh,
That's one
is
extra
that
car.
gray Corvette or not?
Nah,
white?
Beside me. Red and black. What are you in the Mustang, right?
Sideways in the Mustang. I'm in the blue BMW with the pink.
Yeah, I'm behind y'all.
Oh, I did it again. He said, "You know what? I got you." Nah, I oversteered crazy.
Yeah, right that corner. Yo, did the map close on my trip? This shit like 2 seconds run or something?
This is drift comp. This is drift comp, not the drift car laps. Car laps is like BDC gravy cars. This is BDC comp. BDC.
But I
Like
need you.
drift comp.
Appreciate the love, Showtime.
Appreciate you. Oh, appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate y'all. was gonna try to do a donut around that little cone at the end. I hit that. I hit that wall. Shit.
Right in.
Yeah, I tried to slow down so much at that point. You know how the turbo lag, when you slow down too much, you don't clutch kick, forget about it. Yeah, I'm in the game. A set of chords on PC. gotta be careful with this bump right here, or the sidewalk. That I was gonna try to do right there, go around that little cove. Messed up. Dang. Appreciate everybody following in and everybody sharing up the live right now. Bring this back, you heard? Bring this back. Appreciate you. What's the word, my guy? Appreciate you pulling back up to the screen. Y'all can hear me fine? I came into I was trying to catch up. Let's get it, Cubs. Oh, almost hit that. I want to go around that cone so bad, bro. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate y'all sharing up the live. I like this beat right here. Oh, it's when the beat drops. Damn, I should have never waited. I should have went with them. He didn't wait for me. And then look what happened. My fault, Cups. I try to go around you. I try to give a nice overtake. Almost had it. If y'all go to the first pin video, it's a full build. It's a full breakdown on the setup. Y'all will see, like, I pinned the video and made the video because people kept asking for it. It was like, oh, we already seen a setup video, like we were outside the setup. We wanted more in depth, showing you like the bezel hiding kit information. How it works, like the breakdown, on every single part. So if y'all go watch the first pin video, y'all get a better understanding on the setup. Yo, they be taking off like they got somewhere to be. I caught up too. Yeah, it comes with this little tool that you put on the two screens, so you can like basically angle the monitors properly, so that way the bezel hiding kit works properly. See how it just looks like one big monitor. Damn. He slowed down a little too much. His car sound fast, but he wasn't even going that fast, gang. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, I hit. Damn. Yeah, that wall is tricky because you have to get so close to it, or else you won't angle up. Oh, I didn't know y'all was gonna go all together. But let me catch up. 27-inch. Four, basically quad monitors, triples for the game, fourth monitor for the streaming, TikTok Studio, OBS Studio, Spotify, and Discord. Okay, Beamer, against Beamer. Let's go.
The sideways right here.
Oh, I went too close. I went damn close to the wall. About to get on the door. Alright, Beamer. Let's go.
You know what the crazy thing is my shifter, they say I can use it.
He slowed down too damn much. God damn. We in damn, I forgot. No cap, I'm on that side. So you feel me? Listen, Towers, where we at again? Cause I done forgot. Somewhere in Miami, you are? He said, I think so. I hope so. Where we at? What's the name?
Oh,
Yeah, Long Beach.
Oh,
Yeah. I thought we was in Miami. It's the map's called Long Beach. I don't know why every time I hear Long Beach, I think Miami. Oh shit. Not making it. I'll save it though. If y'all want a nice tower at the end, if you do it, like go into it, don't worry about your speed and just e-brake it at the end. Don't try to like downshift or...
Don't want to do it that way. You want to what's coming.
At the end? The very last turn?
Yeah, wait, you're talking about the roundabout. That's what you're talking about the
Yeah, the roundabout. No, the roundabout. Yeah. Because you need to slow down and like if you're chasing, it's even, you know what I'm saying? Because you'll go right into the person. Nah, I don't even use my e-brake right there. I went a little early right there, but I don't use my e-brake at all. Unless at the end right here, where I come right here, I do a boom, it just... Yeah. Let me get warmed up. I haven't been on this game for weeks. Hey, yo, who's this dude in this sport right over? You see what happened? I'm gonna sit that 18 on the truck. I need this Facts. Oh,
Get in the shit. Click mobile.
I seen that dude sitting right there. I'm like, hold up, wait a minute.
Yeah, I don't know.
Damn, god damn, I just went by you, that's it. Really? Hold on, I got a little something for it. Bow? Are you dumb? Ah, you thought. What's the word, nerd? Oh, damn. Put it in reverse there. Why you worried about the size of my feet, weirdo? Oh, I thought I could see 360 right there. Y'all be looking for it. Bro.
Oh, it's raining there.
Yeah, this is ACS server. Long Beach.
Look, I'm trying to jump in this there.
I need to use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
See that? Look this sideways.
Alright, I'm back.
Everybody knocking on the server. A lot
Damn, I hit the wall. Which I played plugging in my shit tonight.
I thought there was that yellow car right there. No.
Huh?
There is no yellow
Nah,
car.
I thought that's not you behind me.
I'm in
Oh,
a
you
yellow
talking
car.
about me? Yeah. Yeah. There's something there.
I'm in a yellow car. I'm in a yellow hatchback. Who's this Sauce Fendi? This is Sauce Fendi. Let's see.
I might take the VDC long beach service but it's uptown for this one.
Y'all hopped off?
Not doing anything else? Alright, train service. Nobody's driving well in this one. They just look like they're practicing. It's kind of wasting time.
Little Corolla Stadel.
Let's see.
Little Corolla Stadel.
There we go. I knew it had to be in VDC.
Little Corolla.
Oh, I got my mic muted in Discord. I said, what kind of engine you got in that microwave?
I don't know. They call my shit the little Kellogg's box. No, guy, you're gonna have to go by yourself. Oh, fuck it, you come with us too. Oh, little toaster crash. Little toaster's back though. Let's go, Fendi.
Post up the server in the chat. Signal, just VDC service.
Alright, I'm jumping in right now.
I don't know what the hell those rappers are doing.
Wow, you left me.
I say you was switching service. Homie in back of me hit me like 2 times. I was gonna reset anyway. Oh, same spot, different day.
No, I just
Oh yeah, you right.
What's these cars though?
this is a level up from the cars.
I don't have to make them touch them.
He said, "Uh oh, damn." He said, "You gotta pick it up tonight." Damn. Yeah. If you was doing good on that one, you'd be
I wasn't that far.
alright. Nigga, you doing good. Oh. It's just seat time. The more drifting you do, the more better you get at it. The more cutting up you do, the more better you get at it.
It's not hitting.
Oh, these are more my speed though. I like this. I'm on it. Sir, you can't park there, Corvette.
Damn chips. Yo.
Bro! Disappointed in you, Corvette. Damn! I followed his line and I hit the wall.
Yo, meet me at 50 like that.
Nick, what's the word?
Slow down a little too much.
Oh, I can't. Bro, I don't even know why I took off even. Nah, it's not VR. Nah, it's not VR, y'all.
IRL.
Oh! Appreciate you, gang. Oh, I hit that cone. Jesus.
Slowing down too much. Angle weird. Let's slow down. Just throttle through it. Right? Control the speed slightly by throttle control and clutch. Doing a chase run like you're chasing.
Damn.
Let's see.
Oh, my boy.
Oh, damn.
Rice pudding, what's the word? Huh?
Ooh.
Damn.
Copy.
Good
Too
run.
much. Sure.
We all see Mazda? Yeah, he ended up in the freaking yard. He's like, go. See if I can catch up to you.
Oh, that's great. Adam LZ right there.
I try to do a reverse, go around the cone. Oh, damn. He's not having a very, Oh, bro, I just went through.
Mustang.
Bro. I just went right in between two cars, bro. At that first initiation, that first turn. That's crazy, bro. I wish I had the top view so y'all could see how. Bro. go sideways. We outside, you heard? I messed up right there on my first initiation. Damn. Let me catch up.
Sorry.
My fault. You said something, Cyrus?
Nah, just talking to Trent. That's all. I was just saying I got a little scared because nobody was trying to left it, and I didn't know how long he was gonna hold it.
My fault. My fault. I was trying to keep going around that cone.
What cone? This was long,
Remember that track we was at the top of the roof? And he was like, "Damn, Fender, you back close to that cone and you're not hitting it, but you're drifting around it." You was on the outer, like we were drifting together, going around that cone. You feel me? That's what I was doing just now with that cone. Oh, what happened? I like this beat, bro. Rather be smoking that za, you are.
I think he was ready for that shit right there.
Ah!
Oh, well, send him towards me.
It, it's a bunch of sound. I just take some of the sound down. Mad people in the server right now.
I was about to snap my wrist. Oh, man.
Ah, I messed up at the end, big time. Damn. Oh, like air conditioner you talking about? Yeah, you could do it with what is it? The Sim Hub.
Yes, sir. You can do anything with this sim hub.
Yeah, Sim Hub is like an app that you can put AC, wind, all that. The ambient lighting, like
Oh, I got up. That was a great entry, but
clutch kick, but not enough turbo. We in the BDC cars, and we in Long Beach, US East, ACS service.
he's coming behind me. This is when the Mustang is struggling with that line. We get it though.
What you say about the E36? My fault. I had the music bumping. G.
Oh no, I was saying F13 has a light chassis like the E36. Light chassis are quick.
Oh, okay, okay. You in a rush, bro? Just to go freaking hit the wall. That purple car going crazy.
Ooh. I think I
The
went up
purple
against
car.
the 180 SX, and he just sent it into me after we passed the second outside round.
Yes, sir, Jake. Long Beach. Yeah, he's bugging, bro. Oh, if he would have, bro, if he would have caught that, he would have been straight. Yes, sir. Yeah. Got the za in my hand. That's why I'm driving with one hand. Hold on, I'll tell you the name of the song in a second. Stop by Nems. Actually, Stop It. Stop It by Nems with 3 Z's. Yeah, Nems I think just dropped a new album too, so. And no problem, my guy. I took that too early. Damn. Woo, I gotta squeeze through. Take down.
One last chase run, take a quick break, put my fan on. It's ready. I don't know why the intro started with my fan.
Let's catch a run together, Towers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I don't know who that is in the Moza, but he's alright.
Who?
I don't know if it's somebody from your stream or somebody from my stream. In that great Moza.
I have to check their names in games. I pulled back with the RX-7 going in front of me. Do a reverse, the other guy's going in front of you. The other guy that's behind me. There we go. Now we can pull up.
I had turbo lag.
give another lead run?
Nah, I'll lead. I got you.
Oh no, I got pushed off the wall. I was like, there. I was like, no, I got pushed off the wall. I had no space to transition.
That was alright though.
Did Gil say something? I can't hear him. Maybe he's fixing his mic or something.
Probably. Oh, every time I really try to, you know what I'm saying, scrape some paint, that happens. I was gonna really try to ride that wall, no diddy.
Oh my God. That is? Does not know how to use it. Alright, you ready? Let's do this. Big flick. No! Like it. That flick was beautiful, but I didn't know for it.
I'm trying to do a 360 right here.
Okay, let's take a quick break. I am sweating bullets.
Ah! Do a 360 at the end before the spin around.
Oh, I already clicked off.
Doing the thing.
Alright, let's watch some etymology. Oh wait, Drift Games also just posted. Let me watch some of that.
You talking to chat or you talking to me? Oh, you rapping.
What is going on, friends? Happy
rapping?
4-3 day. And today I'm going to share the amazing
Sideways,
story
I thought you was talking to me and you
of
over here
the
rapping.
unicorn that we built for my brother, Ken Block, rest in peace. And it was only fitting that we brought this story out on 4-3 day, which is a day that will forever remind us of Ken Block and the legacy that he left us. Let's get to it. Let's start with the fact
Want to
that
switch servers?
Ken was,
Want to go to
his legacy is
what's that thing?
Representative of just an amazing
It's like the
human
figure
being,
eight.
Creator, a competitor, an amazing father, husband, and
Sideways.
just really straight up a badass at anything that he tried and put his mind to. Ken was
Sideways.
a mentor to me. He was a friend, somebody that very much inspired me and really just was one of those humans that was just awesome to be around. Just a good person.
Yeah.
Ultra
English sound.
successful, but as down to earth as they come. I was fortunate enough to spend good times with him. I met him in 2006,
I'm gonna use the
2007.
restroom real quick.
I don't even know. It's been a long time, but almost a 20-year relationship with Ken. A lot of mutual friends, and yeah, I was very grateful because early on in my career, he really took a liking to what we were doing. And although Ken was, I don't want to say, he wasn't the hugest fan of drifting, I think mainly because of the judging and things like that, he surely respected the skills that it took and also respected what the sport was as a whole. When I say he wasn't a fan of drifting, I want to say more so from a professional level, he never really got behind that, but he loved the act of it, obviously. So these shoes here I want to talk about because these are very special shoes to me. You know, Ken obviously was the founder and owner of DC Shoes. And early on, when DC, you know, Ken got into racing, they started making shoes for him. Of course, if you own a shoe company, you're not wearing somebody else's shoes. And Ken, like everything else that he did, came to the market with a mindset of kind of revolutionizing the racing shoe market. DC came out with these shoes. They ultimately sold them. But these were some prototypes that I worked with Ken on, or really Ken offered to make me my own custom shoes. And we worked together to design what you see here. Back in the day, early on, I very much embodied the American and the American car. And I did a lot with red, white, and blue. With my merch and my suits and things like that. So this was the first pair of shoes that we made together. Red, white, and blue. You can see these are pretty used, very used up. One of the cool things I said Ken came to revolutionize, there was various durometers that they put in the bottom of the shoes. So the toes would be a little bit softer for a little bit ease of pedal feel. And then the heels, as it went back, they got a little bit stiffer. So again, you know, just a representation of Ken. He's not just copying shoes. He's like figuring out a way to reinvent them. And so before we get into the unicorn, I kind of wanted to share these with you. Very special prized possessions of mine. And these ones, I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say that these ones, I have a used pair somewhere. These are brand new, obviously. But one of these two shoes are the shoes that I won the 2007 World Championship with. This shoe, you can see there's a little teal from the team I was with at the time. And then here on the nose was some of the artwork that I did with Bosch. I did a thing downtown where I did performance art and I drifted in and out of an intersection and created a poster out of it. And this is a print from that poster, the Bosch performance art shoot that I did, which was super cool. In general, it was so cool to me that Ken Block liked me enough at that time and liked what I was doing enough at that time to pick me out of the group of everyone to spend the effort and make shoes. And so a good friend of mine, Andy Lapuca, and myself designed this. Ken gave feedback in both of these. Andy is now with Race Service in LA, but used to be, Drift Alliance, as well as my team, mine at the time, it wasn't really a team, just me, videographer and editor. And, he did a lot of the videos that you've seen of me early on, say probably pre-2012, 2013 ish. So, I wanted to share that because I thought it was very relevant to the special relationship that I was able to have with Ken before he left us. And it's something I'll always cherish. I've learned so much from him, and the fact that we were chosen to build, up until the day he passed, his favorite car that he had in his fleet is another thing that is always something that I will cherish and I'll never forget. And I wanted to share how this came about, because I've never really told this story. There's been a lot of stories of the car, but the way that this started is actually funny in its own, and I probably could just stop after telling you. But I was at Ken's house in Park City. We just had a day of snowboarding, and we were in the hot tub, dudes doing it. Ken always had an interesting way of bringing things up and bringing ideas up. And, a lot of the friends, mutual friends that are watching this would be like, yep. But Ken would always start asking questions and kind of like get in the vibe around what it was he wanted to talk about. He was very defined in his approach. And he would, kind of just start asking questions about, hey, what do you think about this? And what do I think about that? And so we're dude stewing in the hot tub, hanging out, laughing. And he's like, hey, I wanted to talk to you about an idea that I had.
Oh, my
and,
tires is hot.
He let me know how much he really loved the RTRX, which a lot of people don't know. The RTRX is the older brother to the Unicorn.
Go to your custom shaders patch.
In 2011.
Go to graphic adjustments. Turn on your AMD fidelity, and you can
in 2012
toggle with the percentage of your graphics.
It was about just over 2 years.
You do
from like
the highest,
this first talk
so
to like actually I think making it happen.
87, then a
77,
67.
7 while in the streets of LA. He had expressed how much he liked the RTRX and thought that it was very groundbreaking, and he loved the approach to this kind of timeless car. And he's like, what do you think about like a classic all-wheel drive?
Yep, my tires are so hot. Gotta go back to pits.
And at the time, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, you are crazy, Ken. I'm like, I freaking love it. Like, I love the idea because I could see Ken, at the time, right, he was doing the Fiesta Gymkhanas. And I'm like, holy shit. We build an all-wheel drive Mustang, put one of our drift car V8s, and I'm just thinking in the back of my head now before I really respond to Ken, collecting my thoughts, because this is kind of how Ken approached it. He wanted to hear something before he wanted to get your vibe on it before he really shared his heart and his passion with you, is my experience. And so I responded to him, that I thought that would be sick. And I was like, what would you want to do? Because obviously he was into rally. So I kind of wanted to wrap my head around, like, is this a rally car? Or is this a all-wheel drive drift car for the streets? Like, where's your head at? And so that night we brain jammed on this. And basically the mindset was a slammed, low to the ground, super aggressive Hot Wheels meets real car meets performance meets Gymkhana meets Ken Block. I mean, that's basically the gist of it. And we chatted on it, and he, at the end of the night, he said, would RTR be interested in attacking something like this? And I was just like, absolutely honored. The fact that, again, Ken, with the resources he had, the people he knew, was so inspired by what we were doing at RTR that he would come to me to ask that. It was a big moment for me in my career because this was, again, early on. Like, RTR is not what it is, was not what it is today in this moment. It was like a reflection point for me to be like, wow.
All right, time for my bathroom break.
My passion is really resonating with people, and not just people, but freaking Ken Block. And so I left that trip. I had a blast. We always have fun together. I left that trip really thinking about it. I didn't say yes. I mean, I said yes, we would love to do it, but I had to make sure that we could. We had a lot going on, and I wanted to make sure that I could deliver, because in my mind, it's never an option to not deliver, but I'm certainly not going to deliver to my friend something that he's so passionate about. And so, at the time, RTR was, this was the year that I basically started absorbing what was known as ASD Motorsports. And ASD was the motorsports group that ran the entire Falcon Tire drift program at the time. And in 2013, I effectively absorbed ASD, and Ian, who was the owner of ASD, became CEO of RTR. And it was like, at that time, it was basically the motorsports team. We had 1 or 2 engineers, a sales guy, and part-time designer. And so it was a lot to try to think about how we could make this project happen. And so we had some internal meetings, And then Ken and I were actually at Silverstone together for a Monster Energy event where myself, Ian, Ken, and Derek, Ken's lead engineer and motorsports director, sat down and talked about the in the weeds of the Hoonicorn, what was to become the Hoonicorn. We did not have a name at the time. And we agreed that we would take the project on and make it happen. And so now the insanity began. What ended up being 2 years of design, engineering, doing something no one has ever done before to break the internet and put a smile on Ken's face. And so that process at the time, you know, again, I didn't have a massive team, so I managed a lot of the initial. Ian's role was
What's the word, Gil?
mechanical. You know, Ian is an engineer, extremely smart dude, just amazing. His job was the mechanical.
I'm just rolling up some.
You know, my role was the design and as far as like what it was going to be and how we were going to do it. And so the first thing that we landed on was that we weren't going to do a 69. The RTRX was a 69 Mustang. So I sent Ken kind of some inspiration, and between 67, 68s back to 65s, and we landed on it being a 65 Mustang. And so the first thing that I did was I reached out to Andy Blackmore, who I worked with to help me design the RTRX, and asked him if he was up for the project. He was up for the project. And so basically we followed the same process that we did with the RTRX. So I basically, I'm a creative, I'm a designer, but I can't design on paper. Like I don't have the skills to sketch. I don't have the skills to, get it on a computer and things like that. And so basically it was getting the vision from mine and Ken's brainstorm out of my head onto paper. And so Andy and I had very deep conversations. I sent him a lot of inspiration. And then once he wrapped his head around it, then the sketches started flowing through. Sketches start flowing through. I'm giving feedback, making changes. And then we narrowed it down to a couple kind of versions. And then those versions went to Ken. Ken gave feedback. And we kind of had this triangle of effort between the RTR side, myself and Andy, and Ken, to kind of get the Hoonicorn designed. And if you look at Hoonicorn V1, which is this car, this is a HPI model of it that they came out with. But the goal was to just make it so aggressive, right? We wanted, not sleek. We wanted sharp, big, wide, low, all the things, all the splitters, all the aggressive, enough stuff for Ken to knock off and all the Gymkhanas, just making it badass, Mad Maxy. And, so we ended up with this design. And this inspiration included rally cars, DTM cars, old Zaxby's Capris, Mad Max movie cars. And this was kind of like the dream board, if you will, that I kind of created for the discussion with Andy. And following that, the brain jams and everything got us to where, we needed to be. There was a lot of challenges that came with this design. In fact, I'll never forget Ian telling me, like, could you have made the body any harder? So once we kind of landed on it, then it was go time. And then it was time to figure out, actually building the car. And in parallel to design, Ian was working on designing the chassis. This car is a full custom frame with a Mustang body on it, effectively rectangle tube. And, the biggest thing after we had designed was like, how are we going to get all this to work? So we knew that we wanted to use the D motor, which is what we've been using in our drift cars at this time. We knew it was bulletproof. It was a Roush Yates Ford Performance Developed motor. I believe the first iteration of the Hoonicorn was a 410 cubic inch, revved to like 10,000 RPMs if you wanted it to. And then for the drivetrain, beyond the motor, we went with a more traditional rally style setup, but not a rally car, more of a rally truck. Like think about not the big rally raid class, but the more smaller trucks. But Sadev is a company we work with who can use their differentials and their gearboxes in his rally cars. We engaged them and ended up
All right, Chuck,
using one of their front and rear differentials as well as the sequential transmission. They had all the couplers and all the things that were needed to open up and allow these activities already dialed, so it wasn't worth reinventing the wheel and trying to make something ourselves. So now we had the drivetrain figured out. The next, biggest thing was, how do you get a V8 in a Mustang and allow the differential to be in front of it? Because we didn't want the motor up in the air. We wanted the motor on the ground. So Ian, in his infinite CAD wisdom, figured out how we could do that. And the answer was moving the motor back.
Damn.
Far. How far? Far. Very far. Far enough that it created fun and cutting into the cow. But we made it work. And the motor back is obviously a massive benefit for many reasons, especially for an all-wheel drive car, getting as close as possible to being able to do, center axis donuts with the weight in the actual center of the car. So that was another one of our big challenges. And so now, like the hard stuff was done. Now it was time to build it. This is where I kind of stepped out and the team worked their magic. The team basically was working on CAD, design was getting done, and then we had to go find a donor. So the goal now was to find a clean 65 Mustang. We found one, and I'll never forget sending Ken the photos. It was a maroonish Mustang, like super traditional, like cherry clean. And, I remember thinking like, man, they don't have them like this anymore. And we're just gonna completely cut this thing apart. So we got it, and internally, once we got that car, our internal name of this project was the Unicorn. And it was whenever we talked about it, because it's obviously extremely top secret. Ken didn't want anyone to know what was going on. So we named it the Unicorn. And I don't know if that inspired the name Hoonicorn in the future or not. But when Ken said it was going to be named the Hoonicorn, it just made sense to me because we were living in the unicorn world anyway. So now to create this incredible body that we designed on paper, like I said, I didn't make it easy. Fortunately, Ian had a good friend in New Zealand by the name of Jason Burke, who was a metal magician. And he came to RTR Charlotte at the time and built basically every part that you see, all the fenders, all the metal work, hand formed it all out of metal. And it was just unbelievable, the talent that he had to shape this metal to look exactly like the design that we had created. So it was go time. I mean, it was just, 2 years of busting ass to get this car done, right? Parts need to be manufactured. I mean, everything you can think of, right? I mean, the cantilever suspension, making sure that the geometry, Ian was a genius when it came to drift cars. He had designed and built all of the, Falcon team cars. My second Mustang, Justin Pollock's cars, Darren McNamara, multiple vehicles. And, this approach to this car was really not that much different. We wanted the weight in the best places it could be. We wanted a bulletproof powertrain. We wanted the suspension geometry to be exactly what it needed to be. And we wanted the car to have the adjustable grip, to go fast, to go slow, to do whatever Ken wanted to do.
Well, I'm on traction
and, that
control.
was all built, into the car. Like all projects, this one, well, I should say all projects of this magnitude, not everything went to plan. We put more time than I care to share, well beyond what we had expected, but the reality was this car had to be perfect for Ken. For me, it was nothing but 1,000% execution and delivery for him. And we actually ended up running a little bit late on the car. Everything was there, but final assembly was late. At some point in the build, we had the car assembled for a test. Ken came out, tested the car. This was the first time it was able to drive. We went and rented some podunk little parking lot called Metrolina here in North Carolina. And Ken came, and the car was no fenders, no doors, just completely bare. And that had to happen because we were running late on the timeline. And Ken had to feel the car because if I remember correctly, Gymkhana 7 filming was just like a few weeks away. So Ken came, tested the car, and his mind was freaking blown. And Ken was just so impressed and so happy with the car. And he left, and the rest of the team saw the reality of where we were at on the timeline and knew that Gymkhana shoot could not change. I mean, they were shutting down the freaking streets of LA. So now we're in like crunch mode to get this thing done for Gymkhana. And so a lot of Ken's team stayed with our team, and they hustled to go to final assembly. Fortunately, the car was pretty much done. We just needed time to final assemble it. And sure enough, we got it done. We got it to the shoot. And basically, as they say, the rest is history.
We made it.
Gymkhana 7 happened.
We almost didn't make it.
The Unicorn has had many different iterations, many different looks, and one consistent thing that no matter where it goes, what it does, it put a smile on Ken's face. It put a smile on any onlooker's face. And to say Ken did this build and this car justice would be an understatement. Every time that I saw him drive this car, every time that anyone saw this, what he was doing behind the wheel of it, he just took it to another level. This car has been so impactful to our generation, to the automotive world, and it is just something that I'm so honored to have had the opportunity to build and become reality for Ken. And once again, the fact that this was his favorite car that he had ever in his life as far as driving, the experience, and what it did for him just says a lot about our team and the way that we're able to execute on this for him. The last thing I'll share is the first and only time that Ken let me drive the Unicorn. And so for many of you that know, a lot of people have asked to drive the Unicorn.
We want to go jump in the Unicorn now?
I would love to. May I please?
Yes, yes.
Ken has not let people drive the Unicorn. In fact, it's a running joke between Andreas Backerud and Ken about getting the keys to the Unicorn. And Ken let me drive
Moza R12 with the CSV2 wheel.
I let him drive the Mach-E 1400, and I drove the Unicorn. And I do want to say that it was an unbelievable, surreal experience. It's happening right now? Yeah, right. I was like, no, he is. That's good.
Yeah, quad monitor setup. Triples for the game, fourth monitor for the stream.
Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it, man. That was rad. The fire spitting,
Oh,
power
that
of
little
it.
hill
This
part.
was Unicorn V2, so this was methanol, twin turbo, just absurd car, and was one of the craziest things I've ever driven. Something I'm going to share that I've not shared as well to close this off is that while we were at that shoot, Ken and Chelsea did a little roll race with our Formula Drift car versus the Unicorn, and they were rolling. And I don't know what gear ratio Ken had, but the
I did
FD
not see
car
him.
hung
I heard
right
him.
with it. I'm not gonna sit here and say Ken was on it and every bit. And again, I don't know what gear ratio he had, but we weren't running nitrous either, and they were running pretty good for the squirt that they ran.
Ooh.
Now, 12, 13 horsepower.
I seen this barrier, but there was
FD
a little thing
cars,
right there, bro.
14, 15 horsepower, rear wheel drive, all wheel drive. On paper, I think this thing would smoke it, but I was very surprised to see and also hear Chelsea say kind of where he was at with the throttle and stuff. But I think, you know, in a straight up drag race, I don't think the FD car would have a chance. From a roll, it was pretty cool to witness that and be able to see, you know, our creations, my team's creations, my dream of passion of RTR on the track in such a violent manner with those two cars. So with that, thank you guys for listening. This has been a really cool memories for me to jog down, and what a machine. You know, I've got to see Leah drive it as of recent, and just the presence of this car is something that will always be special for millions and millions of people in the world. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy that. Wish you can, and much love. We'll see y'all soon.
You're gonna drive this thing as well.
Am I going to be able to finally drive this again?
If we have time, I don't know if we have time.
Oh, look at that. We gotta go.
You know this, but I've known you since you were an infant. You know, we've been all over the world, and I've watched you grow up, and I think it's very cool that you're getting into motorsport and you're actually taking to it, and it's really cool to see that. So I'm pumped to be able to show you some things.
Who are you? Vaughn, my buddy Vaughn.
Damn.
Mustang expert. He actually helped me design and make the Unicorn. We've known each other a long time. He's a world champion drifter, professional fun ever, FD champ. What year?
2010, which it's kind of getting old. Hold on to that. I need another
Hey
one.
man, I don't have a championship. Wear it on your back.
Yeah, man. Hey,
I'm really proud of you, and I hope you're proud of yourself because you did an amazing job. And I hope you had fun.
Happy birthday! And by the way, Vaughn, great coach.
Oh,
Yes,
amazing.
you did a great job.
Yeah, no, that was appreciate that.
Thanks, Ken.
That was fun. Yeah, kick your ass. It's all good.
Hey, what's up? I'm Vaughn.
What's up? I'm Ken. Nice job.
Loving those priorities.
Yeah.
Ready to wrap?
I couldn't save that.
I'm certainly not at the level he is. I'm learning and having a lot of fun with, you know, learning people.
Unlearn your other instincts.
Right. Yeah, because right now in all-wheel drive, every time I rotate, I want to like counter forever.
Damn. Appreciate you helping me out with the live, yo.
So at the start of this year, I picked up this 180SX that was in a ditch and it was a complete project car. In hope to build project.
Yeah, I tried it. Damn, damn. Oh shit. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, they did me dirty. I'm gonna be back.
There's a little. Okay. Good. I broke something. What I break? This whole rig shakes. Oh my god. Okay. Too many crap. That was a good run, though. Before I threw too much angle, locked up. For this.
And be trying to figure out that clipping.
What happened?
And he's trying to figure out the clipping from his GoPro. Is like shooting a black screen, like really fast, occasionally. Oh. Yeah, your camera when you were live streaming, it's like shooting a black screen, like not frequently, but occasionally it would just flash a black screen. Oh. I'm tired. Just wanna grab it. Shit is dead as fuck. It's just like 2 or 3 people coming in every hour. This shit shouldn't even be open to them. right now, so I'm not gonna be alright. It's starving. I didn't even get to eat anything before I left. So I can't even, like, dip from here for a few minutes. I gotta stay here.
Too much too tired with it. Tire pressure. Pretty well. There. Drop it down a bit. Let's make sure as well. Damn. Love to be in my Mustang right now, but it's all taken.
Check back here in a few minutes.
That was on me. Shorter rotation. Unlike the flying there. Must have made me break my shifter. First just started exactly breaking stuff and not knowing where to transition. What the hell? Accidentally almost pulled the crap out of my shifter. Jeez. Buy the gripper, yeah, drift wheel. Just need that money. That money. Buy that gripper, yeah, drift wheel. Same color as the gloves. It's gonna look amazing instead of running this small ES wheel. That's the end of the car. That was real life. That's the end of the chassis. Oh my god. That was real life. I'm packing it up for the night. I didn't realize I was that close to the wall. That's me, Jake. He didn't hit anything, and I'm pretty sure he didn't hit me either, otherwise I would have been flying. It's like an invisible wall right here that we could get it. Last minute. like how snappy it is. It's just a little too snappy. Quick transitions for just crazy. I know that some people on controllers and keyboard, but Jesus, break our fingers, people on direct drives. It's like they don't think, they're like, oh, it's like he can't be on the, you know, snap my whole fingers off. Like, this is why this should always be a separate platform. Because people on controllers, they won't give two shit about people. What it is with some people's minds, they keep thinking that wall. Some people's minds that a follower is perfect. You know, some people just think that so everybody has their own style of drifting, so it's like you gotta like accommodate. It's not easy. Right? But I was gonna go up against the speed. Just not. I guessed it. I was like, okay, where are we going with this? Wow, little drivers pop like this was such a bastard. Locking up GR86. Thing's like a lockup. What time is it? 1:13. Just ready that time. A couple more rounds. Oh, three more rounds. like that. Why does nobody ever want to leave? Oh my god! Don't pull out like that, Pog. gotta get a chase run, man. Need like 3 or 4 lead runs already. Got it? No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Big bad. You'll die. You been watching that video or not? This man? I don't know. Alright. Last lead run and last chase run. was that him? Because he went a little, I don't know. I felt good in the chase. Anyway. Oh,